tonight.
I could have dived into the chocolate fountain.
Temptation's back.
I've never seen so much food.
Wow.
And it's got everyone salivating.
It was just an assault on the senses. It was fantastic and amazing all at once.
But who'll take the risk?
How much do you want to be here?
The odds of people eating today should be pretty high.
And fight for immunity.
Although he's a big boy, I'm bigger, and he knows I can eat more.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Hayley.
Who are you? Are you imposters? Oh my God, Phoebe, you look amazing. Is that you? Shannon, you look about 12. Guys, you look fantastic. Rick and Dave, you're so handsome. And my little Lisa, you're beautiful.
Thank you, Hayley.
I feel like crying. But we are here today for temptation. Contestants, your fate at the weigh-in is likely to be decided by the smallest of margins. None of you can be certain that your own efforts will be enough to keep you above the yellow line. Today, you have the chance to win the competition's most sought-after prize, immunity.
There's so few of us and so few positions left above that yellow line. The odds of people eating today should be pretty high.
Contestants, how much do you want to be here? And what price are you prepared to pay for another week? In a moment, one by one, each of you will be taken to a room that is as close to food heaven as you could possibly imagine. Inside this room are foods you used to indulge in, enjoy, and crave. You'll be away from the prying eyes of your fellow contestants. They will have absolutely no idea what you eat, if anything at all. Immunity will be won by the person who eats the most calories today. So, playing temptation will definitely be a very big gamble. But not playing could be an even bigger one. Remember, if no one eats today, immunity will stay with Phoebe for another week.
That wasn't going to happen. I wasn't going to let that happen.
Well, contestants, it's time to play Temptation. First up will be Phoebe. Come on up.
Phoebes.
Goodbye.
Thank you. I walked through those red curtains and it was just an assault on the senses. It was fantastic and amazing all at once. Lollies and hot food and drinks and cakes. There was food everywhere and a beautiful chocolate fountain. I hadn't really decided what I was gonna eat or how much I was gonna eat when I got into the room. I thought, I'm gonna look, see what's on offer. If I'm gonna eat, I wanna enjoy it. You know, I'm gonna wanna savor that moment because I'm gonna have to work it off at some point. The first thing I grabbed was the little shot glass of chocolate buds and chocolate freckles, because I really wanted it. The next thing I thought was that if I'm gonna eat, I don't wanna eat a lot, but I don't wanna eat too little, just in case, on the off chance, Rick only goes in there or Dave goes in there and only eats one thing. So then I grabbed my next shot glass of lollies. And then I grabbed the strawberry and creams. And I sat down and ate those 3 little shot glasses. And I enjoyed every single mouthful. It was delicious and scrumptious and awesome all at the same time. After I'd had the 3 shot glasses of chocolate and lollies, that was 300 calories. And I thought, the potential is that Rick picks up, say, something like a donut that's worth 350 calories. Maybe I should eat 1 more shot glass of chocolates. In all honesty, my eating today, I would have said 60% pure enjoyment of the food, 40% strategy. Because I did think about what I ate. You know, I didn't gorge myself silly. I had 4 shot glasses worth of chocolate and lollies. Shoot me, I'm a criminal.
Yummy.
Delicious.
Next to be tempted, David, come on up.
Good luck.
I'm a little bit apprehensive this week, knowing how good I feel, knowing that my nutrition's perfect. I know that despite ticking all those boxes, you can still have a bad week. It's happened to me before, and you just never know. Glancing around the room, I guess I was drawn straight to the hot food, the hamburgers and chips, and particularly pizza with things that I would eat before coming to Camp Biggest Loser. And I looked at the calories of those and I thought, you know, ooh, that might actually be worth it.
Coming up,
This is just the most amazing room I've seen in my life. I've never seen so much food.
will anyone else be tempted?
Wow.
Hayley said to us that we'd be going into a room that was as close to food heaven as possible, but you've got to weigh up whether you play or don't play. Looking at the pies and sausage rolls, it was probably the one thing I thought I could have a go at. And I thought to myself, I could probably eat about 2,000 calories of pies and sausage rolls, but really wasn't confident that would be enough to win. And I thought, well, that could be a waste of calories. See your food. I wave goodbye to all that food, and I think that's pretty symbolic of where I'm at in this competition.
Is that good?
Dave had his little, finger in the teeth, and oh yeah, that was, yep, I'm sure that was an act from Dave, but I wouldn't be surprised if everybody played today.
Oh my God. I was smiling walking around the room because I was just thinking, this is just the most amazing room I've seen in my life. I've never seen so much food, and I thought it was, amusing that all this food was laid out, and I was okay about not taking any of it. Okay. That's me. Welcome back.
Rick, come on up.
Everyone's weight loss percentage now is starting to get really close, and the only way you can guarantee yourself another week in this competition was with immunity.
Ooh.
I think it would be the best thing in my interest to play today for a temptation. Immunity means everything in this game. It's final 5, and I want to be here another week. I think it's a bigger gamble not eating because you can always burn calories. If you eat, you can always get rid of it. It only takes hard work, but if you don't eat and you don't risk it, well, you can't get immunity. I sat down at the table to eat the food, and I used to love these burgers, but the first bite was horrible. And my taste buds must have changed because it tasted nothing like it used to. Before I ate the sausage roll, I thought, I might as well throw some sauce on there. It's a couple of extra calories, so I grabbed the sauce as well. I thought the only person that could beat me in this temptation would be Shannan. He could eat probably 3,000 calories, and he could burn that off as well. He's a massive pizza fan, massive cheeseburger fan, so I was a bit worried. I think with the hot chips, I haven't had potato in so long. I haven't had oily foods, starchy foods. They were pretty dry and they were, not real nice. So I thought I might as well get up and have a Coke to wash them down. After I finished my meal, I thought, I might as well have dessert while I'm here, so I got up and grabbed myself a donut. After I finished the donut, I was trying to figure out if I should go back to hot foods or have something sweeter, because I knew I'd only had nearly 2,000 calories, but it wasn't enough. I had to eat something more. In my past life, I used to eat Lemingtons all the time. Something I loved. I used to get them from the bakery. When I got my pie and my sausage roll, I'd get a Lemington as well, and I grew up eating them. After I ate the Lemington, I was starting to get a pretty sick feeling. I thought I'd break up all the food with some liquid, so I sculled the creamy soda and I thought 100 calories, easy as. After I'd had the hot food, some dessert and the drinks, I quickly did the maths and I worked out that I was probably a couple hundred short of where I wanted to be, so I grabbed another burger. I didn't feel good at all. All the fat I just ate, all the sugar, it wasn't going well with my body, and I was getting the sweats. Oh. Leaving the room, I felt that I'd eaten enough, but I got no enjoyment out of it.
Is it good?
Ricky was pretty quiet, but I'm pretty sure he's eaten.
Good luck in there.
Wow. As soon as I walked into the room, the first thing was the smell. I had a chocolate fountain next to me. I could have, dived into the chocolate fountain. Hayley wasn't lying when she said this was a room pretty much of food heaven. My main motivation for wanting to take temptation isn't because I'm going to be tempted by food. It's purely just because I want the immunity, because I want to be here for another week. When I was standing there and scratching my head looking at the hot food, I was just thinking, okay, I could eat this and that'll give me this many calories. And, I know Rick's not stupid, so if he has eaten, which I'm pretty sure he would have eaten the higher calorie things, because although he's a big boy, I'm bigger, and he knows I can eat more. My thought process for the entire time that I was in that room was, okay, I could eat. I have no doubt that I could eat most things that are here, and probably will enjoy most things here. No. But I don't want to be tempted. I don't want to be seen as somebody that's eaten a ridiculous amount of food to be here another week, because to me that just shows I haven't learnt anything, and I know I've come a long way from that man that first got here.
Well, contestants, it appears that not all of you feel you need immunity this week. In fact, out of 5 of you, only 2 of you played temptation today in a bid to stay here for another week. So let's find out who resisted. Lisa, Shannan, and David. It seems none of you could be tempted by immunity or the delicious food on offer. Well, 2 people that don't share your confidence is Rick and Phoebe.
I was pretty certain I'd made the right decision. You'd never know how many calories in a situation like that you'd have to eat, and if I didn't eat enough and got to the scales next week and my weight loss wasn't very good, then I would be living with regret again.
Phoebe, in your pursuit of immunity, you consumed a selection of chocolates and lollies. In total, you consumed 372 calories. It was a good effort, but it wasn't enough. Not by a long shot.
How many pies, Rick? Oh, Jesus Christ. I hope you didn't break Dane's record, mate. I was hungry.
To claim immunity this week, you consumed a lamington, a donut, a tub of hot chips, a sausage roll with sauce, and 2 hamburgers. Which you did wash down with a glass of cola and a glass of creaming soda.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he beats Phoebe. I think he overestimated just a little.
In total, you consumed 2,791 calories. Well, Rick, you certainly left nothing to chance in trying to outdo your fellow contestants. And you succeeded by a country mile. So immunity is yours.
Well done, mate. Well done.
You will go into the next weigh-in with absolutely no pressure whatsoever. Your place in this game is locked in for another week.
I've got immunity now and I'm going to be here. The others have to work hard and try to stay above the line. I've got sight set on Final 4 and I want to be there with my brother.
Phoebe, Lisa, David and Shannon, the 4 of you will have to battle it out for just 2 safe places on the weigh-in leaderboard. You only have a few days left until that weigh-in. So between now and then, you have to pull out all stops to get the best possible results on those scales. Train hard and I'll see you all soon.
Thanks, Hayley.
As I left Temptation, I was pretty proud of myself that I didn't eat. Then I started to think, you know what, if I had have eaten 3,000, I'd have immunity right now and be guaranteed another week. But I don't want to be sitting there in front of Shannon and telling him I ate 3,000 calories.
Coming up,
Let's swim this boat to that beach.
the Commando takes control
Come on, boys, I'm getting in. I'm gonna show you how it's done.
and a dip.
When we walked down, there's a big swimming hole there. It was quite beautiful. We saw Commando stand there and he's actually given us a flog in these last couple of training sessions. Just didn't know what else he could throw at us.
Phil, Joe, welcome to your new training terrain. Today, we're gonna learn to train like real soldiers. We're gonna add an element of uncertainty, the water. Are you ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Louder!
Yes, sir.
See this equipment, these logs, this drum into the boat. We're gonna swim it to the far bank.
Have to be a good 800-metre swim, and I know Phil doesn't swim real well.
Are we ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's go! Let's go, come on! Let's get those logs in. Let's get that drum in.
The water may look easy, but I know how hard it is to train in it. And these boys are going to find out.
Step it out, step it out. Let's swim this boat to that beach. That water's gonna get deeper. Yeah. Let's get in there.
Let's go. It was absolute intense trying to swim through that swimming hole, fully clothed. I knew they'd be working their butts off back at Camp Biggest Loser, so I was using that to keep me going. Not far there, mate.
The water was making your clothing and your boots heavy. It just seemed to be endless. All I could think about was my weigh-in result.
99 kilos.
I just was devastated.
Do I need to get in there and help you? Come on, boys, I'm getting in. I'm gonna show you how it's done. Come on, Phil, let's grab that boat.
But I figured, well, if he's going to help us with the boat, it's probably better than him sitting in there and barking orders at us.
You're gonna prove to yourselves that you can do it. Awareness, situational. Training like real soldiers, let's go.
The boys are finding it hard. They're out of breath, and I was being relentless.
Right, we're gonna take that equipment to the other side. First thing, the drum. Let's go, let's get it in the water. Let's go, get it in the water.
They were going to carry all of the gear from one side to the other and back again, as you would in a full-scale military operation.
Standing on its end. Come on, let's go in the water, back across.
I thought this is great. This is a totally different training we've never done. And yeah, we were trained like soldiers in the water, carrying things above our head, and it was great. And I thought, this is Commando sort of living. He loves this sort of stuff.
Get that log overhead. Let's go, on the knees, on the knees.
Well, one of us was taking the gear backwards and forwards. The other one was getting punished by the Commando.
No one ever said it was going to be easy. Come on.
I knew Phil was doing it tough, so I just wanted to get across there as quick as I could. It's about looking after your mates like they do in the army. Yeah, he's me mate. I don't want him to suffer too much, but I was hurting.
Right, your turn on the log. Come on. Relentless. Let's go straight into it. The slower you work, the more work your partner does.
Coming out here, it's thrown me completely. I still haven't really recovered from it, I don't think. But I'm learning you've just got to stay focused and keep pushing, like he says, to get across to the other side.
Drop the log. Let's go. On your feet, Joe. Down here. Phil needs to believe in himself. He needs to complete these tasks to the best of his ability. That's going to show him that he can do it. All right, boys. You should be proud of yourselves. You've accomplished today's training like real soldiers. And for that, you'll be rewarded. You can throw out your swags and move into the camp's barracks.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Jeez, I was happy about that. I'm out of the swag finally and get a good night's sleep.
Get back to camp and rest up.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I love the country and I love me camping, but nothing's better than having a real bed and, 4 walls and a roof over your head.
By being inside, you can make it a little bit of a home for yourself. You can put your photos up, your bulldogs, hat, all my toiletries, all that sort of stuff. It might lift me a little bit. I'm praying it will.